Well, hello. Hello. How are you? Good evening. Thanks for joining us on Vacation Station TV Live Sunday. Get everything ready here. Almost knocked the camera over. That wasn't good. How's your night going? Everything good? Sunday. And it's just so silly out there. David Fontaine, hello. Yes, I see. In fact, I was going to ask that. I don't remember if I gave you guys the coveted golden wrench of love and prosperity. And obviously we do. So we got Ashley's World and we got David Fontaine. And I think I haven't seen Nathan DJI yet. I want to make sure he's got his golden. Okay, he's got his golden, his royal blue wrench of love. Yes, there it is. I got perfect. Yeah, perfect timing, Nathan. Very, very good. How was everybody tonight? Just got in. Walked in about 4 minutes ago. Just in time. And then, of course, when I turn on the computer, it says, "Oh, we're going to update now." No. Yeah, there's nothing you can do. You turn it off, turn it back on. It goes, "No, we're going to update now." So I had to wait. And then it took 4 minutes, 5 minutes to update. I don't know what they updated. I don't know. So let's see. How was your weekend? It was wet here, completely wet here. It's still drizzly here. Last night was really weird. It was this misty fog that was just blowing around. It was really weird to look at. I went outside. I go, well, that's weird, because it was swirling. The fog was swirling around everything, and everything was getting wet. All the deck chairs are getting wet. I was getting wet. Everything. I go, well, that's really strange. It wasn't quite rain. Mississippi girl, how are you? I missed you last Friday night and last week. Thank you for joining us, Mississippi girl. It's always the weather here, honey. It's not good, and tomorrow is going to be not gooder. Yeah. Going to be more a 90-something% chance of rain tomorrow. So we've had like 4 days of nonstop rain, and that's not good. And then, of course, I found a leak coming in through the guest bedroom. The roof is metal. The roof is completely metal. So one of the screws must have come up, because you have to, when you have a metal roof, you have to every once in a while get up there and tighten it down. Remember that if you're going to get a metal roof, you got to tighten it down. So I got to get on the roof, or I got to get somebody up there. I looked up there and I go, yow, it's about 75 feet to the ground. But if I strap myself, if I put a rope and a harness on, I'll do it. I'm not afraid of heights. I'm afraid of falling. That I am afraid. 3 inches of snow up here. Really, Nathan? Wow. And more expected. Yeah, you're getting, this thing is passing through us. And that's not good. We about killed ourselves with food yesterday. Why? What did you eat? Death by food. Death by food. Film at 11. 28 here in Kentucky. That's kind of chilly. It's in the it's in the 40s. I hope it doesn't snow. I don't think, we're not expecting snow. I'm going to check the weather earlier, and it's going to be in the 40s tomorrow, and overnight like 36, 37 up here in the mountains, so it's cool. They're predicting ice and snow tomorrow. Yeah, you guys, for whatever reason, you guys are getting the bad weather, and it's kind of bypassing us a little bit. It's like heading a little north of Tennessee. It's hitting the edge of Tennessee and then going up. Predicting. Nathan says, Jeff, I can get jade on. What's a jade on? I don't know what a jade on. Anybody help me with a jade on? Marie she just walked in. I know she's showering. She hasn't eaten dinner yet. Angel Marin. I hope I got that right, Angel. It's Marin, right? Not Marin, but a Marin, right? Get that off there. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. I do appreciate you coming on. I appreciate all of you coming on. You do make my day, believe it or not. And please, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. To the people out there that are watching that haven't subscribed, get us there. We're at 931. We've got 69 to go, and we're at 1,000. Please, please subscribe and get us to 1,000. All right. Hi, Ozzy the Cockatoo. Amanda, how are you? How are you? How are you? Greetings from Ocala, Florida. I used to live in Ocala, Angel. I used to live in Ocala and Gainesville and Newberry. I loved it up there. Loved Ocala. What a pretty town. In Ocala, I was in radio up there. I was at WOCA and WMFQ as the news director there, and worked out a deal with a hot air balloon. And I had my video cameras. And the guy took me up at 5,500 feet over Ocala. And we went all over Ocala, the Ocklawaha River, over Silver Springs and stuff. And then we landed somewhere miles away because you go wherever the balloon goes. There's no motors on a balloon, no motors at all. But it was beautiful. And it wasn't what I liked. It was silent. There's no motors. It just, you go up. All you hear is the of him pulling the propane, and then the thing would lift, and it coasted over the city of Ocala. It was really beautiful, and I'll never forget that. Somewhere I have the video. It's on 3/4 inch tape because I was shooting 3/4 at the time, which nobody uses that anymore. I still don't know what a Jaden is. I still don't know what it. David says, we went out at family Valentine's dinner, had a dozen teriyaki wings, shrimp, and crab dip. Sounds great. Chili and fried mushrooms and appetizers. That sounds really, really good. Yes, really, really good. I like everything that you have there. Everything that you had there. I had a hamburger tonight, and I made Marie a hamburger too. That was it. Also had prime rib sandwich. Those are always good. And Jenny and Emmy each had prime rib, mashed potatoes. Sylvia had a burger. Well, that's all right. She's just a little one. They're not into steak yet. They're very good. Thank you. Thank you, Angel. Appreciate that very much. Beautiful town. I liked Ocala more than I like Gainesville. Ocala is just a pretty town. I had a house there as well in the historic district. I bought a house in the historic part of Ocala. And it was, I just loved it there. It was such a nice town. I don't know how much it's changed because, Silver Springs is right there. For those of you who don't know, Ocala is adjacent to Silver Springs. And I used to work at Silver Springs. So I go up the street. Can't remember the name of the street, but I could see it in my head. I would just go out from the historic district, make a right, and go down the road a ways. There was some stores, and then Silver Springs was right down there. It was very pretty. Very, very. If you have a chance, go to Silver Springs. Go to that part of Florida. Yeah. You can go to Orlando and deal with all that nonsense, but go to Ocala and Gainesville. It's very pretty up there. Actually, I was going to join tonight. No, I'm not on stream tonight. I'm doing YouTube tonight. I don't have time, and it's always set up for this, except when Windows wants to do an update. I bet it was amazing, David. I bet it was. That sounded like really good food. She munched on her mom's and sister's steaks. She just didn't want her own for some reason. She, still hasn't figured out what her taste buds want. And the young one like that, they're more into macaroni and cheese and stuff. Angel says, hi to Marie, live in the shores. I'm not sure where the shores are. They don't count. Is that a new subdivision? Because I haven't been there for 10 years or more, at least 10 years or more. But it was such a beautiful town. I'm glad I moved there and not into some of the other places that were around that area. Yes, Mississippi Girl, glass bottom boats. That was one of my jobs because I got my boat license, my captain's license there. But I didn't want to drive the boats. That wasn't my thing. They don't do it anymore. The Wildlife Outpost. And they had that for a while. You'd go down the river and there'd be different places you would stop on the river. And you would be edutained by one of us edutainers, and we would wear all the garb, the jungle garb. That's what we had to wear. And I drove the Jeeps around. We had the zebra striped Jeeps, and I did edutaining. I would bring out animals and stuff, and that was a fun time. I was in between radio. I was taking a break from radio. I just needed to do something different. I was bored, and the opportunity came along. I said, sure. Then I wound up traveling all over the East Coast with animals, and a 75-foot Tyrannosaurus. And that's the truth. It was towed by a Jeep. I had a zebra striped Jeep and a 75-foot Tyrannosaurus on a trailer, and we take it to all the different places, mostly the beaches and resorts. We'd pull in, and the crowd would just come from everywhere, and I'd hand out brochures and talk about Silver Springs. You get to meet a lot of people. That was fun. Silver Spring Shore. Oh, okay. Okay, Silver Spring Shores. I know where you're talking about now. It's been so many years, Angel. You got to forgive me. Um, we've been there en route to Disney. Yeah, a lot of people will take that as a Mississippi girl. That's always a great route to take. Go through the Ocala area. The Ocala National Forest is wonderful. It really is pretty. They really take, and then you just head on out, to Orlando, because it's kind of a nonstop ride after you leave Ocala. It's just you just go. And you remembered that ride. Maybe I entertained you. I don't know. I always had animals. That's where I raised Mandy Bear. Mandy Bear was a Wisconsin black bear. Every once in a while, if you look at my intros, you'll see a picture of me with Mandy. First, I was holding her. You'd think it's a little black dog, but it's a little black bear. And I got her with her eyes closed. So when she opened her eyes, she imprinted to me. I was mommy and daddy. And I raised her. I took her home with me. She was with me in the car all the time. I'd go up and get burgers at the drive-through, and the bear go, woo, people would freak out. And I took her everywhere with me. I had a leash, and she never did anything wrong. She still had her teeth in her claws. We didn't declaw her. And she went everywhere I went for years until she reached over 300 pounds. And then my license, my Ursa Day license, bear license, was only good for 300 pounds. Once she went over that, she had to go to another trainer, because it's you can't kind of put them in your car when they're over, getting to the 400-pound mark. It's not cool, not cool at all. So I missed her when she was gone, but I had a lot of fun with her for years. She was great. Daytona Beach, that's right, Mississippi girl. You visiting family. I used to love going to Daytona Beach, but I've heard a lot of horror stories about it lately. It's not as clean as it used to be. Now, I don't know. I haven't been there, so I can't give you that. Maybe Angel, is Daytona Beach still nice, or has it been taken over? Because I heard it was a lot of homeless are in there now. And it's kind of like that's where all the homeless are going, is Florida, and they're hitting all the major hot spots because that's where the money is. I got to have some coffee because I'm groggy again. This weather makes me a little on the groggy side. This is my make-believe Starbucks, because I hate Starbucks. So this is Rise and Grind. And it says, we'll be in Gatlinburg next Sunday to Saturday, first time 10th. Oh, you're going to love it. I promise you. Please don't get stuck in the tourist trap stuff. Go to some of the places, but at least being you're going to be there Sunday to Saturday, that's a long time. You're right in the middle of the National Forest. Go to these places. A lot of the ones that you see me go to, Marie and I, when we go to, because they're breathtaking. And I highly recommend going to the Foothills Parkway. The sights are breathtaking, and they're just worth it. And it's right up the street, literally. It's 4.9 miles. I put on my trip odometer. It's 4.9 miles from Wares Valley. So you just turn in and go. And you're in just a couple of minutes, you're at the high point. You're at the missing link, and it's gorgeous up there, just breathtaking. Ozzy, what would we do without our animals? I don't know. I miss having all the crazy animals, because I had key deer, and these were all at my house in Florida. Like I had 20 acres there, and I had built all these habitats for all these different animals. And I had llamas, and I had the little squirt ponies, the little short little Shetland ponies, and I got a bunch of rare animals. I even had Amanda, you might appreciate this. I had a toucan Sam. That's Toucan Sam. He was injured, and they were going to euthanize him, and I took anything that was going to be euthanized, took it home, because I can't see them killing these exotic animals. They're beautiful animals. So I took on all owls, hawks, eagles, condor, and a condor one wing, a big condor, big condor, amazing. You will love it, Angel, according to man. Yes, you will. You'll fall in love with this place. I know you will. I don't have to sell it. Just drive around. You'll see. Mississippi girl, this was in the late 1990s. I'm old. Hey, sweetheart, I'm old too. My birthday's at the end of this month. 66. I'm not looking forward to it. Although I feel good. I feel great. Just today, this weather raises havoc with my sinuses. It always has. In Florida, it was terrible. Oh my goodness, in Florida, it's always damp there, so my sinuses were always bothering me. Ashley's World, Mississippi Girl, can you drive on? No, not anymore. You cannot drive on Daytona Beach. I remember driving on Daytona Beach. No, you can't do that anymore. They blocked that off. You can only walk on it. Too many people getting run over, actually. And I do mean that. That was normal, during, especially spring break. Kids just getting run over because they're all drinking. Everybody's having a party, and they don't see what they're doing. They just drive over somebody. It could have been dangerous, and it was there for a while. Angel Martin, okay, nice thing. But don't just make that your vacation. Go around. Go. Just drive. That's how I found what I found. Just drive. Just get in the car, fill the tank up, and you can't get lost. You know, you go to these roads, and they're very well lit. The signage is really well done here, and it'll get you to where you want to go, or get you where you don't know where you're going, but you'll get there. And I highly recommend that. I have some plans for this Tuesday and Wednesday. We're going videotaping in some place that I found out was only 12 minutes. 12 minutes from the house, from the cabin. And I go, oh, how about that? I'm gonna videotape that with Miss Marie. Ashley's World, Frizzle Chicken in Pigeon Forge. All those breakfasty places are. It depends on what your palate likes. Miss Marie, being Asian, she's not into a lot of this stuff. Go to what you feel is good, and go to some of the out of the way places, because there sometimes that's where the really good food is. Go to Townsend. There's some good places there. There's a burger place on the left side. I can't remember the name of it, but that's good. And Hillbilly, David, what is that? Hillbilly Barbecue? I know Bob from All About the Smokies went there. That looked really good. Now, I went there, and they weren't there the day I went there. I drove all the way up there, which really isn't far away. It's a couple of miles up the street. And I go, they're not open. So, but I will go back. I will. Annette from Wisconsin, hello, dear. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you. Always a pleasure to see you. See all of you wave. Hello. It's good to see you all. We're so close to our 1,000, and it's just like stuck for the last couple of days, and I'm putting out videos. Speaking of that, one of the last video I did on Gatlinburg, I was walking down the street, and this guy goes, hey, you. And right away I go, what? What? He's, aren't you? I go, what? No, I'm not. Do I owe you money or something like that? No, you're the guy from Vacation Station. I go, yeah, okay, sure, no problem. He goes, I just was watching your video. Oh, my goodness, him and his whole family. And so a big shout out to Lee Davis, the Lee Davis family. Hello, Lee Davis and your family. I think his wife was Jenny and his daughter was Keegan, and he was Lee, the Lee Davis family. Nice people, very nice people. I believe they were from Indiana, and very, very nice people. And goes, I watch all your videos all the time. So the more important thing is, are you subscribed? And we had a good time. It was good. And that's nice, you know, at least somebody recognized me. Not that that's my motive, but it made me feel good. And Marie was all like, oh, I go, what do you think? People aren't going to recognize you after a while. Pigeon Forge Deli, yeah, that's a good one. Thank you, Amanda. That's one of those out-of-way places, Angel. The Pigeon Forge Deli, you like it. It's not, if you go on the strip, you're going to get the strip food, okay? Just listen to me today, hear me tomorrow. The strip has some good food. Yes, there is good stuff there, but it's strip food. It's carny type food, and some of the restaurants are good. If you're going to go to Local Goat, Feasters on Teasters and stuff, good restaurants to go to. Some of the other restaurants, it's all hype. And I'm sorry, it's all hype because it's tourists, okay? And tourists, they hype the tourists. A lot of it's very plain. You'll find that if you go to the shows, the food is very plain. Don't expect fine dining at some of these places. It's just food, okay? Save up your money and go to a real restaurant if you're going to do it at all. Randy McGrew. How are you doing, Randy? Randy McGrew in the house. Yes, sir. Good to see you, Randy. Always good. When are you going to post another video? Oh, I have a question. I'm having a heck of a time commenting. I can't comment from my phone. I could give you a thumbs up, I could give you a heart, but when I go to type in a comment and I'm done, I hit the blue arrow and it just keeps popping back up. And I go, what's that? And I do it again, and boom, hit the arrow, just keeps popping up. It won't go through. Is that something you guys are experiencing, or is that something with my Kmart phone? I don't know. But I cannot comment. And I really wanted to comment on a lot of people's videos, but I can't. So I give you a thumbs up, and don't think I'm being snotty or anything. I just can't comment. Mississippi girl. Oh, you mean drive on the beach? Yes. I walked out on the beach and lay on and closed my eyes and I heard a motor came right over my head. I didn't know they drove on. They drove on the beach a lot. They finally stopped that. Bonnie Richardson, where you been? Hello. Where you been? Randy McGrew. Yup. And Larry Greenman. Hi, Ozzy. Everyone. Hi, Ozzy. Dixie Stampede opening back soon. Yeah, I'm sure they will. And probably not until March. They usually don't. End of February, beginning of March, usually. That's when pretty much a lot of the major ones are closed. Because if you haven't seen the video, Marie and I went up on, was it Tuesday or Wednesday? And it was everything in Gatlinburg, for the most part, was closed until Thursday through Sunday. Now, once the season opens up, they'll be open all the time. They'll be open every day, and everything will be back to normal. Right now, this is kind of like their winter mode. They're relaxing. They refurbish. They take a break, because it's got to be pretty grueling when it's 7 days a week for 7-8 months straight or more. Bonnie says, "How are you?" And we're doing fine. We're doing fine. Everything is good. No complaints. Feel good. Got a lot of work done on these rainy days. I finally finished the downstairs bathroom. Looks good. It's a nice sunflower yellow, very bright, very super bright. Had it peach in there before, which it's not unlike this, but a little more peachy color. But I made it a sunflower yellow, very bright, very nice. Came out really good, very happy. Put up new those hotel shower curtain rods, the ones that bow. Not a regular one. I got nice big bowing ones that really make a difference in the shower. They have 3 shows a week, and I checked the calendar. Where is this? At Stampede? Maybe they're starting to gear up again just because there's tourists in town. But normally when the season's in, it's every night. And sometimes they do 2 shows a day. Do an afternoon show, a lot like... what is that? Hatfields and McCoys. They normally do 2 shows a day, 7 days a week. They do the lunch show and then they do the dinner show. I couldn't message you last time. Why not? You had a problem? You was on. Yeah, I was here. So I had to step away. I'm back now. Okay, DJI, no problem. The baby crying, got to change the diaper or something. Dolly Parton's Dixie Stampede. Yeah. That's one of the better shows. If you're going to go to the shows, that's a real foot stomper, and it's very epic. Where the other ones are not, they're more comedy driven, and you'll laugh at all of these things because they've got it down to a science. They know what they're doing, so you can rest assured I think you'll get your money's worth. I don't think that you'll feel that you've been ripped off or anything. DJI, similar family event, nothing too fun to report. Yeah. Okay. What else was going on? I haven't done any thrifting in the last few days. It's just not in the mood when it's raining. I really don't want to go out and deal with the rain and running in and out. So I kind of stayed home and did a lot of stuff that I needed to get done. But I'm concerned about the leak that I found. So when good weather comes out, I will determine if I'm going up or I'm going to get somebody to go up. Because if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do the whole roof. I'm just going to change all the screws in the whole roof, and I'll spend a day up there and replace all the screws. Because the metal roofs are screwed in. That's how all these cabins are up here. That's what they do. And so after winds and after years, they loosen up a little bit. And all I have to do is just loosen a little bit, and that water finds its way in. So I was not a happy man when I saw a leak, because that just really gets me. Ashley says, when we come to the rod run, we're going to do the Hatfields and McCoys show in April. But I think by then they usually change it too, if I'm not mistaken, Ashley. I think they every year they update it a little bit, and they make it funnier, or they do different skits, which is smart, because they want, if they want people to return, you can't be doing the same old jokes all the time. Nathan says, found a house in Douglas Lake, thinking about renting. How's there? That's a nice area. Douglas Lake is very pretty. It's very country. You're not too far from anything there, Nathan. You can find, because they are Sevierville is really expanding. Downtown Sevierville is amazingly booming. You think Pigeon Forge is done booming? Okay, get that through your head. There's not much room in Pigeon Forge anymore. Some of the old buildings are knocking down and building new ones, but there's no more where to go. There's no more where we going. You're not going anywhere. There's no more property for sale. So what's there is there is there. Same thing with Gatlinburg. Now, some of the Gatlinburg stores, they're gutting them and they're redoing them. But in Sevierville, which is where, I may have said this already, but I'm reminding you because we have new people on here. Sevierville is where all the restaurants are. If you're coming up here, like Angel, you're coming up here, the real good restaurants are in Sevierville, which is next to Pigeon Forge. You get off 40, which is probably the way you'll come in. 40, first thing you're going to hit is Kodak, which is a very small little town. And then as you leave Kodak, that becomes Sevierville. It's all part of Sevier County. And Sevierville is very big. It's very vast and wide. And then at the end of Sevierville, it butts up against, right over the Pigeon River, the little Pigeon River. You go over the bridge, that's Pigeon Forge. And then Pigeon Forge is about maybe a mile long, not even, 3/4 of a mile long. And then you enter the National Forest heading to Gatlinburg. It's all on the same road. It's the Parkway, which is 321, and it shifts. It's 321, I think, north, and then you can go 321 south and make a right. But restaurants are better in Sevierville, superior in Sevierville, whereas in Pigeon Forge, they're not. This Pigeon Forge, they get you in, get you out, get you in, get you out. And they have plenty of breakfast places in Sevierville, just as nice as the ones you think you're going to find at Pigeon Forge. So check it out. That's all I can say. Check it out. Nathan says rent is about $2,000. I feel that's reasonable for 3-bedroom. Yeah, I guess. See, I don't know what the rent is all around, because it goes by the area. If you're in a hot area, you're going to pay high rent. If you're not in a high area, you're going to pay lower rent. If you're going to go into Kodak, Kodak is mostly mobile homes. So if you're looking for a mobile, Kodak is where the mobile homes are. That's where all the communities are. That's where all the mobile home people are. And then the RV people are just a little past that. They kind of have it sectioned off. And then after that, it's all cabins and houses from that. Once you enter Sevierville, it's just cabins and houses all the way through to Gatlinburg and then some. So expenses included. So that's not bad, I guess, because, you can run up a serious electric bill and propane and all that stuff. I was saying earlier, Jason Stone used to do roofs, and he'd help you with cheaper. Yeah, I remember he used to do roofs. I don't know if he's into it or anymore. I'm not afraid of heights, and I've done roof stuff. I just don't know if, one, I'm too heavy for the roofs, because the metal roofs, I don't want to make it buckle, or not that I'd make it buckle, but the metal roof's going to take so much torque before they're pushing up on the screws at another end. So if you're over here, the screws can come up over here because you're putting weight on this end. I don't want to do that. It would defeat the purpose of me going up there to put new screws in. But you got to do that. Remember that if you're going to get a house with metal roofs, you're going to have to tighten it up every once in a while, just the way it is. Get him to contact by. I'll give him a shout out. I bet he's got everything. He doesn't do roofs anymore. I guess because he's got a kid, and it's very dangerous. It's very dangerous if you're going to do roofs. I had a friend who in radio who also owned a roofing company. And he said he had guys fall off all the time. One guy broke his back, and that's it. He's done. He's done. He's disabled. Done. Broke his back. Ozzy says, Amanda says, in my opinion, Elkmont and Cades Cove are great things to do. I agree. I agree with you. We really like Elkmont. Plus, they're both free. Yeah, and Angel, if you're going to come up, you want to find as much free stuff as you can. Otherwise, you're going to blow your money in the Pigeon Forge area, and they're very expensive there. Very, very expensive. Any of the touristy things that are there are going to run you anywhere from $15 to $50 each for some of the stuff that isn't worth $5. What was it? T&Me Adventures went to the Jurassic Park ride right there on Pigeon Forge, right on the Parkway, and it was fun because there's a video. If you get a chance, go to T&Me Adventures and look at their latest video on the Jurassic Park ride. They got stuck at the door. I mean, as soon as the ride started, it got stuck. So you know right away, red flag. This isn't going to be good. And I could imagine they probably charge $15 to $20 a head. I'm guessing at that, but I'm probably really close. And it waited and waited and waited. Finally, the door opened up, and when they went in, it was completely dark. And it was for minutes and minutes and minutes. And I don't know how long, if he edited or she edited the film. Probably Teresa. She edited the film. And the animatronics weren't working. Some of them were, and some of them weren't. And I know that, like, you come in, there's a Tyrannosaurus Rex that's supposed to, it's like, comes down. Well, it made the noise, but didn't do anything. It was just, the mouth was, and that's how a lot of the animatronics were through the whole ride. I'm going, man, I wouldn't pay any money to see this. I came here to be entertained. And they got stuck on the way out. The thing stopped riding, and it's like, okay, this is what you're paying for? I don't know. Watch Tommy White Grand Ole Opry. Yeah, Tommy White's on the Grand Ole Opry, actually. He's a good musician, a great guy, they both are. She's a great person. They're wonderful people, and we're good friends. And I'm sorry that we missed them. We saw them at the island. Oh, damn. I dropped the mouse. We saw them at the island, and then they were leaving right after that. They were leaving the next morning. But normally we get together. Okay, I'm having an issue here. Please excuse me. The mouse decided it was going to take a ride. Okay, I always keep the mouse is right here, and I keep it next to me, and I'm sinking in the couch there. Okay, I'm sorry. Please excuse me. I'll try to be more professional. Annette from Wisconsin, the Bush Bears Visitor Center is free. Yeah, Bush is. Oh, that's another one. Thank you. You guys are great with this stuff. Angel, the Bush Bears. You go there. Visitor Center's free. It's nice. Is Anakeesta worth the day? Yeah, Anakeesta is a really nice place. I recommend going to Anakeesta. That you'll like that there. It's very pretty. It's very new, and they're always upgrading it. So by all means, Anakeesta should be on your Gatlinburg list. Maybe the aquarium too. Marie really enjoyed the aquarium. It's a lot of fun. It's huge. There's a lot to see and do. Very informative and exciting. Very, very much so. I'll probably go back and do another video not too far from soon. I'll be doing it again. Ozzy says Jurassic Boat Ride was horrible reviews. Stay away and way overpriced. Thank you, Amanda. See, I don't want people to think that I'm always like Mr. Downey, Mr. Depression. I'm just trying to be honest with you guys so you don't leave these places and go, man, we just got ripped off. The reviews are really bad in a lot of places. Amanda, you have to agree. Pigeon Forge, a lot of the stuff is just carnival stuff. It's just stuff you'd see at a state fair, only a little higher up, but not really. And you just got to know. And the restaurants are the same way. A lot of them they look great from the outside. Maybe the inside, the decor is good, but the food's going to be just garbage. So take your hard-earned money and put it to work for you. Let it give you what you need. The good stuff. Don't fall for everything is wonderful and great. No. Mississippi Girl, a good investment without a doubt. Anakeesta is definitely worth going to. Definitely. Amanda, I really thank you for your honesty. Amanda says, I want to go hiking with llamas. Maybe, yeah, they have the llama place up there. And that's a fun thing to do. Go hiking. Just go hiking, too. There's so much. And the cool thing is, even if you're not a hiker, these trails and paths are really well done. And if you looked at my video from the one in Gatlinburg, that little walk I did, very wide gravel. You can, even if you're in a wheelchair or you have a problem walking, it's very easy to walk on, and it's free. All this stuff. It's in the national park. It's free. And you have 850 square miles of free. There's something to do every day in the national park. And that's no joke. You could go all day and not spend a dime, but have a million laughs and a million memories in the national park. You don't always have to spend all your money on the carnival rides and stuff. Do some of them. By all means, do some of them. But I would check out the reviews. I would go to YouTube and check not just one, go through a bunch and get an idea. You have to have a barometer. You have to have several of everything in order to make a decision, because some person may like it, then another person says it's the worst thing I've ever done. So you got to figure out what you like, what you don't like. Bonnie says, have you heard anything about Pastor Greg Locke going to be in Pigeon Forge tomorrow? No, I have not. Didn't hear a word. Huh. Yeah, by all means, Nathan, by all means. Oh, no problem, Angel. I'll make sure that it's being it's your first time. I don't want it to be like your bad experience, and it could go south real quick if you don't make the right decisions. Because a lot of people that I've talked to said, "Well, I liked that, but I really didn't enjoy what we did over there, and that was not what I was led to believe." And when you go to a lot of these shows, the shows in Pigeon Forge and stuff, you're going to dump down anywhere from, depending on the tickets and the seats, and Amanda, you can correct me. I'm assuming like the Hatfields and McCoys, it's probably $50 to $75 a head, and that's with dinner. And for dinner, you're just going to get chicken. You're going to get fried chicken, probably corn, and mac and cheese. They may change up some of the veggies, but that's expensive chicken. And all those shows, by the way, all those key shows are in Sevierville. A lot of people make the mistake and they go, they're going to Pigeon Forge for the shows. No, they're not. They're in Sevierville. All those shows, Hatfield McCoy, the Titanic, the Through the Lens. What else is there? I'm trying to think of everything but the Stampede. The Stampede is in Pigeon Forge. Everything else is in Sevierville. And then from Wisconsin, I want to go to Anakista. Yeah, I think you'll enjoy that. It's a beautiful ride. It's a nice, comfortable ride up the mountain, or you can take the gondola, the enclosed unit, if you're afraid of heights or you'd want to feel more secure. I have no problem with the ski lift thing. I enjoyed that because the open air is right there. It really does feel good on your face, and you're not that high off the ground. Really, you're not. It's very safe. Or if you don't like either one of them, they have a Jeep truck that drives up the mountain. So if you're afraid of heights altogether, you take the tram that drives up to the top. Mississippi Girl says, our Mississippi Boy 2020 winner of the Voice brother Todd Tingman has a song released today, In a Heartbreak. Oh, cool. Well, congratulations. Todd Tingman, or I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. If I'm not mistaken, he performed at one of the shows in Sevierville. I know the name. The Childress Adventures. Hello, everyone. Hi there. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. I do appreciate that. Thank you. It's always good to see you guys. It's good to see you all. It really is. I got more videos coming up. Marie and I went to Knoxville. We did a video on Knoxville and kind of a fun video in Sunrise Asian Supermarket. It's kind of fun, silly. And we'll show you some weird stuff, okay? Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Thumbs up and subscribe. God, I could taste 1,000. I'm almost there. Almost. Almost. All right, just send them a contact. Okay, thank you. Charlie Beauvais, I love it. Sorry I missed you guys on Friday night. Wife and I were watching a movie together. Soon April, can't wait. Oh yeah, no, it's just around the corner. It really is. It's just around the corner. I actually saw a couple of hot rods when I was out yesterday. I saw a couple of hot rods. Oh, look at that! Look at that. One was a '36 Chevy. It was burgundy, and the other one was it looked like a Nova SS. But the burgundy Chevy looked really pretty. '36, really pretty car. Amanda says, save your money and see the beautiful sights in the Great Smoky Mountains and spend money on food and shopping, thrifting. Right, Amanda, thrifting. Parrot Mountain, another great place. $19.99 a person and worth it. And you get to be with the birds. They land on you and everything. They land on you and you get to feed them, do all that cool stuff. Yeah, that's a good place to go, man. There's also horse riding right there across from Parrot Mountain. Another great thing to go do. And it's not wild horse riding. It's guided, so you're not going to jump on the horse and things going to take off like a bullet. No, these horses are mellow, and you just go for a little walk, and it's fun. And it's family fun, memories. Would you want to do a collab with Friday? I want to do a collab. Anybody who wants to do a collab with me, I'm open to it. I don't have any issues at all with that. It's a fun way to make friends and get to know new people. Dan, the Mountain Man. Hi, everyone. How are you, Dan? You at work tonight, my friend? Or are you at home? It's Sunday. You should be home, getting ready to do a show. Mississippi Girl. Yes, he performed there, too. The GH is silent, so it's Tillman. Correct, Mississippi Girl? Tillman? I hope I got that right. Tillman. Todd Tillman, silent. First grade retired teacher here. I saw videos of him. He looked good. He's got talent. Angel Mar, 100,000K come. Oh, 1,000K come. I'm hoping for it, Angel. I really am. I'm trying hard. I don't. When I do the videos, I have your mind in mind, but I also have my mind in mind, and I have a certain standard that I keep myself to. It's not that I'm high standard. No, I have a standard of quality that I want to put out there so that you're entertained, I'm entertained, and I get a message across to you. And sometimes words don't need to be said on the videos. They do it for themselves. And that's the art of taking good video, is getting the video to tell the story. The music then guides you through it. If you notice, the music I put into the videos goes along with what you're seeing, clearly goes along with it. Pay attention to the two, that I go through extensive hours of finding the right piece of music to work the video, and then the transitions from the video to the song are right on. Usually every third beat of 120 beat measured beat is a drop. Every third beat is a drop at the beginning of a frame. And then when that beat is in an up, instead of the beat going, when it's coming up, the next piece of frame comes in, and it takes hours to do. And a lot of you don't realize it, but I hope that it's smooth. It's like making a video, like making a movie. It's all about how you present it. And if you think about it, when you watch a good movie, if there's no music behind it, it's pretty boring, right? The orchestration is key in a good movie to guide you through the emotions of what you're seeing. It may be a subtle sound or a very gentle sound, and then it might crescendo and then go back down. But that's the art of putting it together. So that's why I do these videos. And they take me a long time. I hope you guys appreciate them. If to reach, 100,000, I'm just not going to do it. I said when it ceases to be fun, I stop doing it, and I'll do something else. Had a weekend off. Good for you, Dan. Are you going to cook? I hope so. Thank you, Mississippi Girl. Yes, you're correct. Thank you, Tillman. Okay, now I got it right, because I've seen it on the marquee, and I go, I can't pronounce his name. Like Parrot Island. It's definitely fun to go to, and especially if you want to laugh, because all the birds are going to make you giggle. They're definitely going to make you laugh and giggle. I can't wait to get back to Tennessee and do a lot of shopping. And that from Wisconsin. Yeah, okay. Let's go shopping. Grab Marie. We'll go out shopping. She loves to shop. Yeah. Amanda. Watch Amanda on the new video coming up. I spotlight the new Carm that you have to go into. It's beautiful. Oh, so well laid out. Oh my goodness. It is so well laid out. Everything's in order, and you could literally walk down these aisles and clearly say, I haven't complimented the old lady that was in it. And they're all volunteers, by the way. And Carm is to feed homeless people and veterans. That's all that money goes to. When you spend money in there, it goes to feed the homeless and the veterans. And I enjoy doing that. I feel good when I spend money. Because after 5-6 months, we give it all back. We rotate our stuff. We do. We take a lot of the stuff out of here, and we just give it back to them. We buy more stuff. So we're doing something good, I think. I hope, God. You hear that? We're doing something good. I hope so. Oh, my goodness gracious. Hello, everyone. Better than bad. Hi, Marie. Hi, Marie. Hello, Marie. Everybody knows Marie. Marie, you going to come up here and talk with them? I think she's done eating. Did you eat your dinner?
Oh, my goodness.
I know. I always bother when she's eating. Love your stuff. Beautiful work. Thank you. Fun watch. Yes. Love the music. And do keep it. Thank you. Thank you, Charlie. I spend the last video you just saw, I spent, which is the one from Gatlinburg. That was 2.5 hours just doing the intro. Just the intro. 2 hours and change. Just the intro, just 60 seconds, and I'll trim it down to 40. But then the rest, takes another hour or two. But just the intro, 40 seconds, took 2.5 hours. But I enjoy doing that. It's so much fun for me to stretch the scene out and find literally the frame that I'm looking for. And I can open up on my screen, because I got a big screen. I can open the screen up and I can see right where the frame comes in, the next frame, and I can edit that out. And then go to the end of that frame, edit that piece out, and you don't even see it. You don't even see. Sometimes I make mistakes, but it's only YouTube. You know what I mean? Hello, better than bad. Here she is. There. Here's the
Valentine's.
Happy
everybody.
Valentine's Day. Are you happy now?
So, I got a question to Nathan.
Nathan. Yes.
Yeah.
What's the question?
Nathan said that Jason is going to call you.
Oh, he's going to email me because he did roofs. Jason used to do Jason used to do roofs for a living, and he could probably help me out with the roof up here.
Okay.
Because it's right here. This here is extremely steep. Really, really, and I wouldn't walk on this part of the roof. The next level is angled more to a normal roof, but this one here is really peaked. No, I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. I think that's why Jason doesn't do it anymore, because of the kid. Pretty sure. What did I miss here? I'm making sure. Try not to miss anybody. Annette from Wisconsin. Oops. I went right. I made too fast. Where'd you go in there? Oh, I love watching Ozzy. He always makes me laugh. Every time I put him on, his silliness is just, you forget about anything that you might be worrying about. Ozzy hasn't a worry in the world. Right, Amanda? He doesn't have a worry in the world. He's a rock star, and he knows it. He struts around. It reminds me of Freddie Mercury, when Freddie Mercury used to strut around on stage. That's what Ozzy is like. Marie's right here, Charlie. I know that's a question you asked earlier. I'm sorry.
Hello, Dan. Hello, Charlie.
He's such a mess in that. Would love to open a high-end thrift store.
Nathan said he told him to call you and not to email.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Maybe we'll get a call from Jason. Maybe he'll help me out, or he knows somebody that could do the roof the way it needs to be done. Charlie's the same to you, Marie. Hi, Marie. Happy Valentine's Day to Marie. And to all you girls, happy Valentine's Day.
Ashley emailed me something. Where's her cell phone?
I turned it off because it interferes with the internet. So you know how bad the internet is up here. So just you have to turn off your phone, go on my phone. Hello, beautiful Marie from Mississippi Girl. She's sweet, Mississippi Girl. She's such a sweetheart. She really is.
I feel shy.
She feels shy. What did I get her? She told me, and this she said this morning, and she was dead serious about it. She says, I want to see, no, let me finish. Let me say, because I know how she is. No, and let me finish. Don't pinch me. Don't pinch. It's Valentine's Day. You can't pinch your husband. She says, I want something bright red. I want it in the driveway, and it's got to go 0 to 200 in 6 seconds. Remember you said that? And you know what I got her? A bathroom scale. 0 to 200 in 6 seconds. Happy Valentine's Day, my love. Marie, I emailed you. She's going to go down to. Did you email her or me?
Your
What?
She don't know my email.
Oh, so it's on my phone. Okay, go to my phone then. That's what I got from Marie Charlie. Bathroom scale. No, not really. I got her flowers and I made her dinner. That's my tradition with Marie. Husband, I got first COVID vaccine this. Really? Congratulations. Happy Valentine's Day to us. Yes. I still don't have one yet. I still don't. When it comes around, I don't know. When it comes around, I'm not near anybody. And I feel great. I have no problems. Marie can probably email me again. She's going to check my phone, Ash. She doesn't give out her email. She doesn't answer it anyway. So don't waste your time. People have told Marie, don't you answer any of the... No, she turns her phone off. I'm the only one that leaves the phone on. It's true, right? And everyone says, Marie, even work tries to call her, and they just call me now. I'll call Jeff. At least he answers the phone.
You didn't answer my phone.
Well, I was probably napping or whatever. Oh, goodness gracious. So do all you girls have a nice Valentine's Day?
Bonnie want to get what?
What do you want to get, Bonnie? I won't get it. Or you don't get it. It was a joke. She wanted it to go 0 to 60. I'm sorry, 0 to 200 in 6 seconds. You were all thinking she wants to buy a car, right? It has to be red and in the driveway. So I got her a bathroom scale. A red bathroom scale. You step on it, it goes 0 to 200 in a couple of seconds. Dan the Mountain Man. The only scale a woman should get is a Valentine's Day and the scale on a good fish. Yes, a tuna scale. Get shot. Oh, my goodness gracious. You know me. I like to joke around. I like to laugh. What else do I got? Laughing is about all I got left, you know. I'm running out of projects, and the next big project, I already told her this. She almost dropped, her jaw almost hit the ground. I want to polyurethane the inside. It doesn't quite need it yet, so I'm not doing it right now. But these walls here, every X amount of years, you have to polyurethane the whole thing, and it's a lot of work. But it's on my mind. It's on now my new list to do. So we'll see. And that'll take a while to do. I'd have to take everything down. All the books would have to come down. Everything. The TVs would have to come down. It would be probably a month project to do. But you got to do it. You know, when you own a cabin, there are things you have to do, whether you like it or not. Now, you can pay somebody to do it, but I don't want anybody in my house. I don't want workers in my house. I don't want people. No. Too many things in here that can go wrong. It's going to happen. Dan the Mountain Man. Dan, what are you going to cook? I'm still thinking about your Carolina burger. Haven't made. And I made burgers today because she likes my cheeseburger. Dan, if you want to check out, now I know you love burgers and stuff, and I think all of you love burgers. When you cook a burger, and you just really quick and really easy, whether it's a frozen patty or not, doesn't really matter. Frozen or fresh, does not matter. You get Worcestershire sauce. Do not mix it in the meat. Heat up the pan. Put your oil, your butter in. You put your oil in first, butter in last. If you want a burger to taste, or a piece of steak tastes really, really good, use a pate of butter on. I know it's not good for your heart and everything, but what the heck? But you put butter in when you're cooking a steak. That's what they do in high-end restaurants, by the way. They use sweet cream butter. That's the secret to a great steak and a burger. Butter. But you put your Worcestershire sauce, just pour it on the top, a couple of tablespoons, no big deal. As you put the patty in, just pour a couple of tablespoons over just the top of the burger. The Worcestershire sauce gets extremely hot, like it would be peanut oil or some of the other ones, sesame oil. They get really hot really fast. And with the Worcestershire sauce, it gets
Worcestershire,
right? The Worcestershire. It gets really hot, but the flavor of the burger is the high-end restaurant burger. Those are the little secrets because I've worked in high-end restaurants, and I always watch the cook, and they try to hide the stuff from me, but it's like, I know what you're doing. I know what they put it in nameless bottles, but I know what it is, and when they're not looking, I go, I taste it, put it on my finger, that's what's just makes a burger and a piece of steak taste unbelievable. What mount you from, Charlie? Definitely you could ask him, but wait a minute. What mountains are you from, Dan? If he's in Carolina. Guess Dan, aren't you? I guess that'd be considered the Smoky Mountains, wouldn't it? Cherokee Mountains, that type of stuff. It's all part of the same thing. DJ Jeff, could you do anything on about the house besides your roof? That's way too good. DJ, could you turn that down? Thank you. I've been on the roof before. I've been on this roof several times. I just can't go up to the peak up here. This is now I could if I had a rope and a harness, and I'm going to go get a safety harness and a good rope. And if I can't get help to do it, I'll do it. You strap yourself in, you're not going to fall. I mean, that's what I used to do when I was painting houses. That's no big deal. All about the Smokies. Bob, good evening to you, sir. Always a pleasure to see you. Thank you. Thank you. Happy Valentine's to you and Miranda and the kids and the invisible kid. The kid that shall not be seen. Jim Ratliff, paint them green, white, and orange with a 3-leaf clover. No. Hello, Bob from DJI. Dan the Mountain. Hi, Bob. About the Smokies. All about the Smokies. Hey, Dan. Blue Ridge. On the Blue Ridge. Okay. All right. So you're down there. That's another pretty mountain range, the Blue Ridge Mountains. Blue Ridge Parkway is another great place you should drive. I took Anne Marie to the Blue Ridge Mountains, and we did the whole thing. And man, did that beat up my tires. That wore them out by the time we got home. Wow. Those tires took a beating. I couldn't tell you how many hundreds of curves. I know at one point we went through 14 tunnels. Do you remember that? Mm-hmm. All those tunnels, 14 tunnels. That was just one way we were going, and that was just tunnel. Then there, each one was prettier than the next one. Check out the Blue Ridge Mountains, the Blue Ridge Parkway. Definitely a road to drive on. To die for. She's a teenager, can't make her. I understand that, but I do understand that. They're weird and shy and stuff. It's okay. Don't make anybody do anything. Alex, he does his thing too. He's going to get to that age too. He doesn't want to be on the camera too, so don't worry about it. I'm going to have to shovel my driveway. He got how many inches did you get, Nathan? He got quite a bit. The Childress. Hey, DGI. Good night, everyone. Good night to you, the Childress Adventures. Check out the Childress Adventures. Like, comment, and subscribe to them, please. And likewise to everybody on here. Like, comment, and subscribe to each of us. And always the notification bell. Hit all. Can you comment on, well, that's my phone. On your phone, could you comment? Because I can't comment on my phone.
Yeah, I can.
I can't comment.
You can.
No, it won't let me. Bob, do you have any problems commenting on your phone to anybody? When I comment and I hit, because I looked at your video today, I went and I wrote something and I hit the blue arrow and it wouldn't, it moved. It looked like it was going to do it, but it kept coming up and I couldn't get it to comment. So,
you?
Yeah, mine won't comment. I don't know what's wrong. I've tried restarting it. I don't know. I got little gremlins that always follow me around. Love those mountains. Yeah, Charlie, they're beautiful. The Blue Ridge Mountains and of course the Smoky Mountains, they're all connected. The Appalachian Mountains are all connected. And they're one is just more prettier than the other as you drive. You just fall in love up here. Good night, Childress. Thank you much. I went to drive the full length of the Blue Ridge Parkway one day. Yeah, it's going to take you a long time to do the whole thing. And you'll be exhausted. I was exhausted. Wow, I passed out for hours. I was so tired of driving. But we went to the tops of all these mountains. And a couple of the intros you'll see there, the tallest place on the Blue Ridge Mountain, she's in front of the sign. I forgot, you know that one? It was 6,300 feet. The air was pretty thin up there. I do remember that. You couldn't walk too much without...
Yeah, I did. See.
On my phone?
Mm-hmm.
On a comment?
Yeah.
No, not like that. I mean, commenting on a video. I can comment like this on there. But if I go to your video and look at it, and then I could hit the like button, the thumbs up and all that. And then if I type something in and go to hit it, it just won't go. So I don't know. Am I doing something wrong? I've been doing it for quite a while. I think I got it. 3 inches so far. DJI says 3 inches, 5 to 8 more expected. You be careful out in that snow. You be careful. Tomorrow our low is still 1. Wow, that's too cold for me. That's too cold for me. Bonnie says, where's DJI from? He's up there a ways. He's you're in Nashville, if I'm not mistaken. He's in Nashville. When I get back from the doctor tomorrow, I'm going to do a short on Marie. You should, actually. You should be doing them every day. Just shorts about your life, just everything. Just it's 1 minute. So it could be just anything. I'm going to the mailbox. Getting a glass of milk or something like that. Memphis. I'm sorry. He's in Memphis. Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis. And that for Wisconsin, DJI, that sounds like the weather here. Yeah, you guys are getting hit. All you guys, like the Mississippi girl, she got hit with all that icy rain stuff. They're all getting hit. Charlie says, my wife and I were on them last summer. Yeah, it's a beautiful road, isn't it, Charlie? Great in the Eldorado, in the Cadillac. Yeah, the Eldorado. Yeah, that's a car to do that on. Yeah, that's the way to do it. I remember I took my, and I've been up and down the Blue Ridge in my 38, my 39, did okay. When I was in the DeSoto, the 46 DeSoto, yeah, the brakes got hot a couple of times. I had to go into the truck pull-offs. They have those emergency. I had to do that a couple of times. I couldn't stop the car. Luckily, I had the push-button transmission, and I slowed it down as fast as I could, and pulled on the emergency brake, and it slowed me down. I shut the car off for a while, and about an hour until the brakes, you could hear the metal ticking from the heat. That's how hot the brakes got. I had to wait for that to stop before I went down that mountain. And that from Wisconsin DJI. That sounds okay. I got that. Yeah, it's about 15 right now. That's really cold. That's just darn cold. And I haven't seen that since the 90s. Yeah, this is that northern Canadian thing that's coming through. Everybody's getting, the whole center of the country is getting wiped by this crazy weather.
I'm going down to check on something.
Mm-hmm. That's okay. Yes, my love, you can turn my phone off now. I don't need it on. And you want to say anything to anybody? She's probably got to check on her food. She hasn't eaten dinner yet, and I feel bad for her. Do you know I feel bad for you? Do you know that? I feel bad for her. Yeah.
So happy Valentine's to everybody.
Yeah, because she won't kiss me on the camera. Come on. She's very shy. She won't do that. But on the intro, I got her. Boy, she wasn't happy when I put that intro on the air. Just, what are you doing? What are you doing? You gonna take your phone with you? Yeah, I got grief for that. But I did it for the channel. I think I got 1 subscriber out. Yeah, I did it for the channel. The frying pan's over here if you want to hit me with it. Yeah, I would too. Actually, I would love to watch a short on Marie the cat. I would too. I think you should follow her around. Now, don't aggravate her. Don't make her mad or anything. Just follow around on her day, her routine. Marie the routine, a routine. People will just start watching it. Just do it like that. But don't aggravate her. Don't do that. But yeah, that was rough. That one startled me because I was wondering, was I going to be able to slow down the car? There's a big boat at the 46 DeSoto, is a big Detroit Chrome Mountain, and it wasn't slowing down. I dropped that transmission. I could feel that thing chopping to slow down. Annette from Wisconsin says, I will later. You're scribed. You kissed in the video. Yeah, and in the intro, you'll see that it's 1 or 2 videos back, because I try to do new intros every other video because I get bored with them. But they're fun because the music is snappy and it's quick and it's quick shots of everything, and I enjoy doing it. So I hope you guys enjoy the intros. They're all different. They're all different, and they take hours to do. Ashley's World, love the raccoons and the bears. Yeah, I did a lot of raccoon videos. I did a lot of bear videos. I really thought that they would go over well. Excuse me, they didn't. I don't understand. Everybody loves bears and raccoons. I don't know. Charlie says, good night all. Hope to go. Gotta go. My wife wants me there and sit with her. Real steel. Yeah, okay. You go see your wife. It's Valentine's Day, Charlie. Thank you for being here. And we'll see you again next week. And get your wife on too. I'll say, what's your wife's name, Charlie? What's her first name? So that I know I can say hi to her. I could do a shout out. And I'm catching up with my super shout outs on the video, so you'll all see her name. Real Steel. Yeah, that car was real. The dashboard too, Charlie, was steel. Today's dashboards are plastic. No, that dashboard was steel. When you hit your face on that dashboard, you knew your head was crushed by an American car, made in America, by Americans. But you won't remember that because you'll have frontal lobotomy when you get out of the hospital. But at least we can tell you it was American that did it. Janine. Oh, it's a pretty name, Charlie. Hello, Janine. He's a good man. You keep him around. He's a keeper. Keep him around for a little while longer. Okay, I think so. No, she won't. Bonnie, she won't kiss me in public ever. When we first started dating, we couldn't even hold hands, and that's the truth. We weren't allowed to hold hands in public. She's very conservative, very traditional Asian. If you know anything about the Asian culture, there's no PDA, no public displays of affection at all. You just don't do that, and includes holding hands. I had to earn my way to a hand holding. I had to earn my way. Talk about showing restraint. That's right. There's absolutely no kissing in public at all. At all. Just doesn't happen. It's the truth. But when you love somebody, you do what you're supposed to do. Is the Trump store? Yes, it still is open. Yes, it is. Still open. And still busy. Thank you, Janine. And a hello to you and a happy Valentine's Day to you. Very much so. Yet, Trump got his acquittal. Now that's 2. Okay. I hope that the Dems and the Libs realize that this impeachment du jour that they do, impeachment a day. This has got to stop, because it's not meant to be used for political fodder. It is not meant to be used for your pleasure, your dining and dancing pleasure. what needs to happen, this is just my opinion, is now, I don't like the get back at you thing, but it's time now to put a few articles of impeachment in their lap. That we want to impeach you, and you. Now we're going to drag you through the mud. We're going to drag up all the dirt we can find about out from you until you were 8 years old. We're going to find out, like they did with Trump, and they're going to show them exactly how it's done. And then this way, maybe they'll back off. But these people have gotten out of hand. And if you know anything about history, this is history repeating itself from the 30s. This is when socialism and Nazism were very, very close to being in our backyard. And it was the time of the early 30s, late 20s, early 30s, when Hitler was coming into power. And he's doing the same thing that the Dems are doing right now. Just check your history out, people out there. Do it, because you're seeing what's happening and what could happen. And it happened so slowly, like cancer. And little by little, people didn't realize that they weren't free anymore until they weren't free. And there's nothing you can do. That's my politics for the moment. Okay? I'm not doing my radio show anymore. Thank you, Mississippi girl. You're a doll. I appreciate you. You check the weather and you stay safe, girl. You stay safe. Don't go out in this icy, crazy weather. Don't do it. Just stay in. It'll go away. It always goes away. Even God can't make a storm last forever. So you just deal with it. Be careful. Check your footing before you go out and do anything. Everybody should do that, especially if there's ice, because you may not see it, because that black ice is very invisible. Just go out and throw salt. If you have some salt, throw it out on your steps or something, or like where you get into the car. Because last time we had ice up here where I had stood, it patted down the snow, and I went back into the house. And when I came out again later on, that had turned to ice, just from the sheer fact that my boots were warmer than the snow, so that it melted a little bit, made ice. I slipped. Luckily, I grabbed the handle of the car, but I had slipped. I was going to go down the hill, and I got salt, threw it down there. So, be mindful that you're taking precautions. Don't fall and hurt yourself. Jim Ratliff, I laugh in my sleep. I've been known to do that. I've woken up laughing sometimes hysterically at something that was so funny that I forgot it once I came to my senses, and I go, what the heck was I laughing at? But it was funny, and you knew it was funny. And you just, I love to dream. I sleep to dream. I don't sleep to sleep. I sleep to dream, because I know that every night I'm going somewhere else. And I love dreaming, because it takes me to places I've never been before. My best is flying, and I haven't flown in a long time in my dreams. Any of you fly in your dreams? I love to fly in my dreams. In my dreams, and it's about state of mind, by the way. Flying is state of mind. That's comfort, happiness, joy, contentment, and stuff. And if you haven't had that moment of clarity, you can't dream that dream of flying. But when I'm in that mode, I can control my flight. I can control where I go, how high I go. One time I went too far and I actually got scared. And I remember waking up out of that in a cold sweat. I went way too high, way out of the atmosphere, and started to go really fast to someplace I had never seen before. And it was scary. And it was weird, because I remember in my dream saying, I can breathe. I can actually breathe. And I'm going faster and faster until I could actually hear the speed that I'm going. And then I could see the earth getting smaller and smaller, and something came over me and says, you better stop. You better turn around, or you won't be coming back. And that scared me. And I remember slowing down, and then that the arching, and then right back to earth. And it was as real could be. I remember that. I remember entering the atmosphere and everything. It was so real. All my dreams are very vivid, very color, sense of smell, sense of touch, everything. It's real. At least in my world it is. I love flying. Yes, I used to fly all the time. I used to fly with my father. My father would take me up every Sunday morning. When I was a kid, I remember this for a long time. We'd go to the Deer Park Airport, and he'd get me a strawberry ice cream cone at the Deer Park Deli, and we'd go flying in a Cessna 125, and then we moved up to the 150, and then I think for a while we did the 175, but that's a 4-seater, but we were doing the 125 and the 150, which is a 2-seater, and he'd take me out flying, and I've flown them several times. The last time I was at that was in Florida. It was in the Spring Hill Airport, and a guy had this little plane, and I wanted to get some video, and he took me for a ride, and I told him, I said, man, I haven't flown in a long time. He goes, here you go, and he clicked the button over. He clicked the button in the center, and he goes, it's all yours. And I go, what? He goes, it's all yours. So I flew the plane. I hadn't flown in so long, but I landed that thing just like I had done it 1,000 times. That plane came right in, and it landed on all 3 wheels, just. He goes, good landing. I said, I soiled my pants. I have to go change my pants now. Annette from Wisconsin, good night, Annette. Miss you. We'll talk to you again next week. Yes, I have. First class many times. Many times. It's a treat. Yes. And coach is boring. Coaches, too many people fart when you're in coach. So it's the truth. I mean, you'll be sitting next to somebody and go, oh, great. This is great. Now I got to sit next to you while you're blowing gas out. No. Bonnie, you don't fly. I love to fly. I have no fear of flying. None whatsoever. I still want to fly an ultralight. It's one of my to-do bucket lists. I want to do an ultralight and hang gliding. I still want to do that. I don't know if my body can handle it. And it's true, Nathan. I've been stuck so many times when I did coach, and I'd always get next to the guy with the stinky feet, or the guy or the girl that had way too much gas, or had at least 10 burritos before she got on that airplane, because that whole flight, like, would be Florida, where I was going. She was just, I mean, gassing us all out. I'm surprised that the gas mask didn't fall from the top of the plane, because there was no oxygen for at least 6 seats up, 6 seats back. People were all going, oh my goodness gracious. And she's leaning. And, man, no, never again. Commercial flight, it's very safe. Small planes can be dangerous. Yeah, they can. Because that's, they're hopefully the guy's doing the maintenance on them and stuff. But I trust them. Ticking time. Jim's a ticking time, but I bet you are. Actually, I wish this weather would go away. I'm not ready for summer. I'm ready for spring. Summer's a little too warm for me. I really don't want to do, I'm not a summer person. I'm a spring and fall person. Those are my favorite times, spring and fall. Winter's okay as long as it's not too crazy. I love snow. Always have loved snow. Bonnie, it is an experience. Yeah, it's an experience. Flying's an experience. Probably have to say the best thing was taking the hot air balloon. I told you about that in Ocala. I still have my paper somewhere. It's over there in the corner. 5,500 feet. The hot air balloon took me up. I took video, and it was so beautiful, so quiet. I could hear birds. Chirping and tweeting, and we were just flying over. And then once in a while, he'd let the air out, and we would come down into an orange grove, and the balloon would just be skimming just the tops of the orange trees in the grove, and then he'd pull a little more propane in there, and then the balloon would just rise back up, and that's all you would hear. It was wonderful. It was a wonderful experience. If you ever get a chance to take a hot air balloon, which they do come around every once in a while, take it. Do it. It's an experience you will never, ever forget. And it's one of those things that you rarely get to do. Turbulence, that's why they pick early mornings to fly. Well, that's over, it's fine, but you hear the turbulence, feels like the plane is ripping apart. I've had some turbulence in the plane, but never any that scared me. I mean, when you get at a certain point in the airstream, you're going to get that rattling and stuff. I always look out the window and expect to see that monster on the wing. Do you remember that one from Twilight Zone? William Shatner? That's one of his early TV things. And the thing was on the wing, the gremlin on the wing of the plane. That was good. There was a movie that was just done about that. And it was a good movie because the thing got in the plane and it was really a weird monster. Fun. Anything's dangerous, Jim. Life is dangerous. You could fall down and break your neck. One thing I believe in is you live life to its fullest. You do everything you can to fulfill your life. Don't be afraid of life. Fly fear in the face and laugh at it. It's just the way to live. You and I should do a helicopter. Been in many helicopters. I flew with Governor, oh, he's dead now, from Florida. I can't remember his name now. Lawton Childs. I flew in a helicopter with Lawton Childs and a few other guys. Did interviews and we flew over. Yeah, I've done helicopter. They're fun. They're fun. You're heading out, Dan. Are you going to do a show tonight? You going to do a Sunday night show? If you are, check out Dan the Mountain Man. Check out his show because I'm going to call it quits in a few minutes. You know, I should do. I love helicopter. I love flying, but the risk is low on the commercial. Yeah, it depends on the pilot. And being I know how to fly, if the guy passed out a heart attack, I could fly. You know, I'm not afraid to grab the wheel and take it and get us to safety. Not afraid. Yes, you are. So Dan the Mountain Man is going to do. You're going to do a show now, top of the hour. Yes'm. Yes, Dan the Mountain Man. What time are you going live? Dan the Mountain. I'm going to go off in 3 minutes. I'm only going to do an hour tonight because it's Valentine's. I'm going to spend it with my wife. You know? Yes. Okay. DJI, my husband, is afraid of flying. I told him I wanted to fly. Just try it. Try it once. At least once. At least once. Take a short flight somewhere. It's fun. It's exhilarating. The first time, the best part of flying is taking off and landing. The rest of it's boring. But the taking off and the landing, the best feeling in the world. That's why there's a co-pilot. That's right. Somebody's got to take it over. So, separate complete meals, 9 p.m. Angel Marin, thank you. Marin, excuse me. Angel, thank you. You've been wonderful. All of you have been wonderful tonight, and I appreciate you coming on. Please tell a friend you've discovered Vacation Station TV, and share, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't, please subscribe. If you're out there, we're almost at 1,000. Please get us to 1,000. I'm tired of stressing out, and you guys, you have a good week, and don't forget Friday. I already have a promo, but I forgot to put it up. It's already done. But I will put up our promo for the live stream Fridays and Saturdays. But tell your friends you found this place. And new videos will be coming up probably tomorrow or the next day. I've got a couple more already done. I got to tweak them a little bit. All right. Otherwise, you guys have a great night. Thank you again for joining us. Vacation Station TV, your virtual getaway. Next week, we'll see you.